approximately 4 years ago, I was diagnosed with stage 4B Hodgkin's lymphoma. And 4B meant that I had disease in all 4 quadrants. I was very, very sick, very, very thin. I had a tumor about this wide and this tall, sticking out of my chest. I was misdiagnosed for a year and a half. This whole cNote thing didn't really come about on purpose. What happened was, I was in the hospital last fall and I was getting a stem cell transplant. And basically what happens there is that they kill off your current immune system and they give you somebody else's. And it's a pretty dramatic process, as you can imagine. I was locked in a room for 35 days and everything was failing. My kidneys were failing, I couldn't breathe, I was in a lot of pain. I was hitting the morphine machine pretty hard, and my iPod was there and it was playing music at one point, but later on it sort of stopped playing music and I started seeing colors. And I was fading in and out of consciousness, and I just remember looking up and knowing that music was coming out of the stereo, but it didn't sound like anything. All I saw were these great, vivid rectangles up on the hospital wall at Sloan Kettering Cancer Hospital in New York City. It was the most amazing thing I'd ever seen. And I knew that I had to hold on to it. And that was the origins of cNote. A cNote is a musical image. And the whole idea behind the cNote is that it's your favorite song transposed into a piece of art. So, for instance, this is Satisfaction by the Rolling Stones. And you could play the song by looking at this image. So, for instance, all the C's are green, all the D's are blue, and all the E's are purple. And the longer the note, the wider the rectangle, and the shorter the note, the shorter the rectangle. We call it a cNote. Actually, I didn't come up with that brilliant name. A good friend of mine, Nicole Wetzel, came up with it, and it's got 3 great meanings. 1, a C note, like in music, an A note, a B note, or a C note. Or 2, a C note, like you can see the music, which I think is great. And 3, of course, there's got that connotation of a C note as in $100. So we think it's a pretty great name. I think cNotes get a very emotional response from people for a couple of different reasons. The first one is usually people want or really have an appreciation for the song. So if you love a song, you usually love the art. Second reason is that I think deep down everyone sort of knows it's true. Like there is some kind of higher being. Or at least I hope so. And in that context, you know, music, art, literature, it's all kind of the same thing. There's like a higher truth.